Hey everyone, this is Mel from Cardstock Concoctions. I am back bringing you guys another project for this week. And this week's project is going to be our Valentine's Day goodie bag. And so let's go ahead and get started. Now the one we're making today is going to be about a ½ inch shorter than this one here. I thought this one was just a little bit too tall. But let's give it a shot. What are you going to need? First and foremost, grab your Simply Scored scoring tool. You are also going to need a piece of cardstock. I'm using real red cardstock today. A piece of real red cardstock that is 5½ inches tall by 8½ inches wide. What does that mean? You can get 2 out of every 8½ by 11 piece of paper. For those of you that are in the UK, in order to get 2, just cut yours down the middle, basically. All right, so scoring for this today. We are only scoring along the 8½ inch side first. Don't worry about writing down any dimensions or directions. Go ahead and click in the description bar below. It'll take you out to the free tutorial and it'll all be written down for you. Okay, so score at ½ inch, 2½ inches, 4½ inches, and 6½ inches. Again, ½ inch, 2½, 4½, 6½. Rotate 90 degrees and score at 1½ inches. All right, all done with your scoring. Go ahead and set your scoreboard aside. Get that out of the way here. Grab yourself a bone folder. This is so my bone folder is so well used. You guys can see I stamped on it originally and it's been fading off slowly but surely. Go ahead and reinforce all of your score lines here, or burnish all of your score lines. All right, one more. And last one is this bottom one. Okay. Grab yourself a small pair of scissors. We're going to turn it this way. So over here you have a long thin rectangle and you have a smaller rectangle along this bottom edge here. Go ahead and remove that small rectangle. Just remove it completely. Now I also taper in at my corners, so I just give them a little bit of an angle trim just in case I can't get it 100% lined up. Other than that, there's no reason. Then go ahead and just cut up your remaining 3 score lines here to your first score line there. There we go. And last one. Okay. Now, because this is a box and it's cardstock, I suggest something a little bit stronger. I suggest fast fuse or tear tape. I'm going to run, that's caught some fuzz there. Okay, so I'm going to run a line here on this tab, the long thin rectangle tab, and stick it down. Voila. Now, fold in your 2 sides and your bottom. Now, if you guys can see here, it will not 100% go across because your sides are 2 inches each. It's all 2-inch squares. And your bottom's only 1.5 inches. I didn't find that to be a problem. It allowed me to get more space in my box compared to just having a bottom. And let's face it, nobody looks at the bottom anyways. You know, it would have been smart to put on the designer series paper before I stuck it all together. Oh well, it comes second. So today, what kind of designer series paper are we using? We're using the Sending Love designer series paper. Now, in our example here, I inked this in Pool Party. So I just took a Pool Party sponge in my ink pad and I just sponged it all around. You can also do this with a brayer. We have a sponge roller, also works as well. But today I'm just going with the regular black and white. Now if nobody has seen this, it is got some gorgeous patterns in it. There's 48 sheets paper in here. Oops, you guys can see I've kind of cut some of them up already. But I love them. It's actually one of the few, I'm not a huge Valentine's Day person. This is one of the few ones that I actually can stand. So I picked out 4 pieces here today. Went ahead and pre-cut them. These are 4 pieces that are 1 3/4 inches wide by 3 3/4 inches tall. We are just going to add a little bit of adhesive to all of them. Now again, I'm using Fast Fuse just because it's out and it's handy and it's with me. You don't have to, you can use snail for this. All right, last but not least. Okay, ooh, almost stuck it to my table there. Okay, rub it off. There we go. Now figure out which side is your back, there we go. And just stick them all down. One. Now, if you guys only want to do 3 sides, if you guys want to do all 4 sides, I'm doing all 4 sides. I like a finished look. Okay, so if you guys noticed when I was putting this one on, this one popped up a little bit. That's because I actually didn't like burnish it down. I couldn't. So I just take my bone folder and I kind of go inside. Okay. I don't know if you guys heard me say this already, but the box is 2 inches by 2 inches by 4 inches tall. 2 inches by 2 inches by 4. Or bag. I guess this is actually a goodie bag. So technically we're going to make it into a bag. Oh, I did put adhesive. I thought I didn't have adhesive on there for a second. It was kind of weird. Okay. There we go. And I'm just going to stick my bone folder in there. Now, if you want to make your lives a lot easier, remember to put your paper on before you actually assemble your bag. And we're going to do this side again. Okay. All right. So, now, how did I get the holes? Grab your 1/8 inch handheld circle punch. And I just went ahead and found something close to the top. And I punched a hole. Now, in my original one, I used like a normal everyday office hole punch in here. And I found the hole to be a little bit big. I guess is the word I'm going to use. I didn't want my hole that big. So then I just kind of took, very gently, create your fold. All right. I pop it out just so I can line up my 2 edges. Then I can just go over my first hole to get my second hole. Whoops, that didn't work quite as well. Ha! Flying box. Flying box. Okay. Now, if you guys are really, really good and you guys can eyeball it, go right ahead and eyeball it. I am not that good. There we go. Okay. Woohoo! There we go. All right. So we have our holes punched. Set that aside. We are going to grab in out of our Celebration catalog. We have this lovely, really beautiful, oops, 3/8 inch metallic ribbon, and it comes in silver and gold, and you get 5 yards of each in your pack. If nobody knows what Celebration is, that means for every $50 that you spend in the annual and or any catalog with us, so for every $50, you can pick 1 item out of Celebration. Now, if you guys have any more questions about that, go ahead and send me a comment or an email, and I would be happy to help you guys out. But we're going to be using the gold one today because I thought the gold was pretty. And I don't know why, I'm in a gold mood, which is really weird because I'm normally in silver. Now, you only need normally about 5 inches of this, but I'm just going to do it on the spool here just so that I can. All right, now I will tell you, it does fray quite a bit, just to let you guys know. Again, you don't really need as much as I'm using. I like to give myself extra for tying reasons, but so just go ahead, fill your bag, and then tie it closed. Voila. And then trim your ribbon to its desired length. So I did not tie mine in a bow. I didn't mess with any of that stuff. I definitely got one side shorter than the other, but knowing I'm probably going to be filling this again later, I'm going to leave it like that. No I won't. I can't. It bugs me. I can't. We're going to trim this one just a little bit. Okay. So there we go. Now, we are going to grab, we're going to do a smidge of stamping. So grab your, set that off to the side, your Real Red ink. Grab yourself a piece of, now I'm in the directions is going to be about 1.5 inch by 3.5 inches. More than enough. 1.5 by 3.5 inches is plenty. You don't even need quite that much. My strip is longer because I'll show you how I do mine. Now I'm also grabbing our watercolor wings, and I know I don't want everything to say Happy Valentine's Day and all that kind of stuff. So I'm pulling out this just for you, and it's actually really sweet, and I think it goes very well for Valentine's Day. I already have it mounted up here, so go ahead and tap, tap, tap. If I get my head in the camera, I am so sorry. Okay. Attempting to be straight. That's why there's 2 sides to every piece of paper. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. I'm going with it today, guys. So it fits perfectly in there. Grab your scissors. Give myself enough to pen at the ends there. Again, I am not normally I do not always go by exact measurements. So I'm going to pen at the ends. I snip up the middle. I don't want my ends to be quite that long, so we're going to go with side and that side. Do the same thing over here. And snip off a little extra there because I think I got my end a little bit too long. Beautiful. Beautifully pented. Okay. Now that was a tip given to me by my upline, so thank my upline. Okay, we're grabbing the Sending Love embellishments. Now, what are these? These are, I believe there's 36 in here. Don't quote me on that, but there's 36 in here, I think. And there are all these like little hearts. Let's see if I can pull one out of all of these. We have flower. Nope, we got one more in here. Okay. So these here are all the different ones. And they actually, some of them nest together, like these 2 go together, these 2 nest together, and then these 2 nest together. Nest together. If you want them to, or you can use all the pieces separately. I've used all the pieces separately, to be honest with you. But that's what comes in here. I believe there's 6 of each of those, I think. Today we're going to be using this one here. Originally, my example, I used this one here, and I hung it off some twine. So we're changing it up just a little bit. But these are really cute embellishments, and I love using wood. Now, some of you may say, how do I get wood to stick? I use mini glue dots. And I use mini glue dots because A, it's convenient, B, it's quick, and C, they hold. I don't know what it is about these little mini glue dots, but they hold, which is really nice. So I'm putting 3 on the back, 1 in each one of the top of the 2 hearts and 1 down in the V of the heart. And then I'm just coming over here and I'm going to stick it a little bit sideways here. Right there. And I'm going to grab another glue dot on the back here of my word, ing, and set that at an angle as well. There we go. So just for you. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed our lovely Valentine's Day goodie bag. I hope to come and see me again. If you like this project, if you enjoyed this project, please go ahead and like it. If you would like to see more of them, go ahead and subscribe. And this is Mel from Cardstock Concoctions saying see you guys again next week. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.